Okay guys, today I'll be doing a go through of a challenge that I did on the Let and Clash 6.0 CDF. This is Dino, which I didn't actually solve it, but by the end of the CDF they actually managed to solve it somehow. I thought it's actually it's a reflective CSS. Oh, reflective cross-site scripting, because okay, let me show you a little bit of what I was thinking. So this is definitely is cross-site scripting, right? We go to Portugal's, because I didn't actually prepare the slides that I wanted to say right now, cause you know lah, it's a little bit of bad luck for me lah, I don't know, bad luck or whatever. So I decided to like look a bit lah, cause to me, you guys look at it like Dino game, bro, right? This is the Dino game. So to me, right, I see this a token here, and I knew something about this is I don't have to manually complete it. There's actually two ways. One is actually there's more ways lah. One is right, you just manually complete it by getting to 9,999, which will take you about 4 hours to complete it, to master it, I would say, or probably 3 days job. But I got a very interesting idea. Let me show you guys something. This is usually this kind of challenges is usually either cross-site scripting or command injection. So I don't know what's the source of the game, but I know something is using this JavaScript here, right? So instead of me like trying to get a flag and solve all these guys here, I decided to look I mean the third way is you analyze the JavaScript and get out the flag lah, like try to get the flag itself. If you guys know how to do it, like this guy over here, you guys can, because this is actually something called byte script. Okay, how to say, this is actually considered as a byte. So anything with 0x is usually a byte. But then they decided to make a variable using variable or container as a byte. So this one is hexa of 2C and 8D. You guys can manually do it yourself from here, but I will say I'm particularly looking at very important thing, the main script or the main function. So this main function, right, basically it controls all the games, all the functions, all in one. Cause usually in the video game, in the game setting, I'm not sure if this one got ping. Okay, I just show you guys a little bit. How I understand and how I see. So let me just make a big square. Okay, imagine this is your game, right? So maybe on the header itself. From how I understand, because I am not fully technical on what I'm doing yet. Because I'm more to forensic people. I'm a person who do a lot of forensic rather than doing web challenges and doing other challenges. But I do understand a little bit of what they are doing also. Some sort lah. But okay, I make it red here because I want to give a little bit of understanding. So imagine this is the header. This is the header. I put here header. Oh my god, what is this red? Put it white. Can I see white? Okay, good. Good. I want this. I want this. Okay. Oh my days, girl. Oh. Whatever, the header, right? So inside this header, it has something about it. Usually, it's application that they have a lot of things. There is function A, function B. So I may need to put another box here to describe function A, function B for you guys to get the idea of it. But first of all, before I do that, I'll call this the entire function here as main function. So usually webs they sometimes called by a main function, or fine for a main function now, because programs they need to really see the main thing. Like they don't want to focus on a lot of things. So this is the main thing. So this on top here I put here. Oh my list. Can I not have that? I'm fed up with this pain. I'm using Windows lah because for now because my school will need use Windows, so in case if my parents forgot to buy me a laptop or something, I can use this Linux laptop. I downloaded it. Actually it's actually booted this laptop itself, right, actually booted of Kali Linux and purple one lah. Kali purple and as well as Win 11. So right now I managed to boot to Win 11 somehow, and I'm so glad it did. So this is the main function. So the main function, right? Oh my days! Can this guy stop putting me? Main function. Could you not? Okay, good. Main function there. Main function. So, there is function A and function B, right? So out of all this main function, there is always this very interesting functions that they are supposed to control every single thing. Like, you know how thread works, right? If you guys learn web development lah, web development, you will heard a term called thread. So I'm describing you this as a thread. A thread. So a thread, a web worker. So for some technical people on this area, they will call it thread worker lah. They will call it thread worker because here is the main thread, the main function with the function A, function A, and probably we add another box here, function B, from how I understand lah. So forgive me if I might be wrong, cause I myself I am not a very more towards web development side. Not really lah, a little bit of web development side, but I'm not so very well versed to what I'm saying lah. I also learn from outside of resources like the the web course and web vitals, right? So I'm just describing you how I understand it lah. But forgive me if I might be wrong. You guys can put comments down there. Correct me. I'm also here to learn, cause this is just my work through my work through or how I see the thing lah. So this is function B, right? And then of course lah, the main function here has function function and function C. Okay, let's just say I got 3 function. So this 3 function, oh my god, astaghfirullahaladzim, ya Allah, I'm so stressed. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm very stressed. I'm panicking. Okay, so these guys will go here. Sorry, my drawing is not bad because I don't like to draw things. Of course, I can draw lah, but I'm not a very expert drawing. I'm cybersecurity. I love tech. I love engineering. Of course, okay. But remember this. Before it goes to main function, something called this arrow here around it is there is something from here. You call from here the header lah. But this header, another thing also being called, which is web worker or thread. So, to really understand how thread work, wait, can I create another one? Oh, you suck as me. You suck as me. I understand you, okay? I understand you. You suck as me also. So okay, I will put another one so to show you like what I mean by the header. It have another function, which is web worker or thread. So this one, you will learn this in web core. I will show you guys a little bit on what they are. Web core next to interact. What is this all? Girl, My days, girl. Just leave me. Give me a peace. Okay? Oh, sorry, it's not web call. Web vital. Oh my. Can you not? Girl. Oh, mothers. I am so mad. Web vital call. I'm not sure is this called vital web call actually, but is next to interaction pane. It's actually I hear this. So I will leave the article here in my video comments if you guys want to know lah, to read up more. So what basically this happening is, right, you see how the app works here is actually you see how the delay here, see the delay here, right? Okay, so what happened was, okay, back to the network performance, yeah. So usually lah, most of the time, if I refresh again, this is the so-called responsive lah of the game, of the application. So most of the time, where is my game? My game begin at here, which is not a good one because mostly main JavaScript function doesn't supposed to be load that long. You should be loading around here. This is the, at most I would say, is very less latency. But if this is how it load, is very long, so that means it's running a lot of, as I said, the game file below here. Okay, the game file here is a lot, but then we wanted to know how does this actually work. So basically it created a, I open another one, I show you how I mean. It created a, imagine this is the main thread. Okay, main thread, I put it red so is to show you this is important. It's a main thread. Important is the main thread. Main thread. The main thread usually what it consists of, right? Main thread usually consists of my god. Okay, this is the main thread. Okay, so the main thread, right? The function is simple. Is to give back to the user the what do you call that, what they're requesting for lah. Like as you see here just now, the responsiveness. See the responsiveness here, see very slow. This is because it has a lot of JavaScript running behind it and it overwhelmed the web worker lah. Web worker or thread worker or secondary thread, I would call it. But you call this a web worker lah or thread worker. I don't know how you want to call it. I forgot the term already, so it's been a while. So what happened was, the main thread, right, will request something to the web worker. So I make it slightly gray. Slightly gray meaning this is temporarily. It's like a RAM. You know how RAM works, right? So RAM is basically you catch. So once you turn off, then the RAM will erase the cache. Okay, in forensic term, it doesn't work that way. It will store cache somewhere on the surface area. But general term, it doesn't work. It will say once you shut down, your RAM is boom. All the data you will save on the RAM or whatever in the RAM itself is boom, gone. So same idea here. So this is a thread worker A. Thread worker A, it will calculate, it will do the calculation or process. Once it complete the process, it will go back to the main thread and give you the result. So when it give you the result, it will respond accordingly, like how say here lah, you see? Yeah, see one time. there with us. This is called good responsiveness. Of course lah, you can create up to 5 or probably you not go more than 10 because most web app doesn't need more than 10 thread worker to process one thing. Usually it will create depending on what you request for lah. So let's say you request for one thing, then you create that one thread to do that calculation, the process lah. Then it will bring you back to the main thread. Let's say you do multiple things, like you typing right. You type the search bar. I will show you another example lah. For example, Google lah. Okay, Google. Cheapest lab. Oh, see, very fast here, right? So basically, I consider this as one thread lah. But let's say you have two things happening, two interaction happening. So two interaction happening, you create two threads, thread A and thread B. Okay, imagine the below here got thread B lah, cause I want to draw some more. But I want you to imagine there's another thread B here. A thread is called thread B. This one, thread B below. So when thread B does it work? It also respond to you quite quicker lah. It depends on how long the process is or how big the thing is. So it will become like that. So now I'm coming back to this thread. So this is the main function here, right? Once you understand the main function and how the next to interaction thing works, then you have a better understanding how JavaScript will probably react. So probably I think now this is JavaScript 8 or JavaScript version 9. I don't know the current trend is but it's okay. You guys I can link all the information down in the comments below so you guys can open and read through. But I decided to make a video because it's like better for you to understand how I say and how my first thought I did lah. So this is what I understand. So now since we already know like we wanted to find for the main thread the main function, back to the source code, we are going to find for the main function. So I think this is not fully a main function, but to me it looks like it's a main function because it has controlling the score and score you accumulated like from 1 plus 1 2 plus 1 3 plus 1 4 and so on, and then the speed, but it goes called the type here is using a variable from base speed. So let's see what's the base speed. Base speed currently is running at 360. Okay, go back down. So we know that is 360 per speed, and also currently running is false because the game isn't running yet. We haven't do anything with the game, so that's why it will say false. Then when it's over is probably will be when you hit something, then it will show you a game over here, like game over, and your highest score on top and the accumulated score below the right side there. Okay, so the obstacle here is an object because it's using list function list object here. Yeah, this is the object which is randomized out, I think, because we want a game to run randomly. We don't want it to run in the fixed position. We want it to randomly generate a list and randomly put that list and the object to how to say forgot the word but I don't know what the word is, but I think I stressed out. When I was doing this right, I actually like I didn't when my teammate was trying to do this right, I think she also like thinking like, oh my god, what's happening? I also was thinking like if it's actually cross-site scripting or XSS, do not expect me to know everything well. I was overthinking on that at that point in time. So I have no idea what I'm doing. So now we go down just to know lah the high score or something like that. If it's running, you will set if it's until it's 0. But currently the score is 0. I don't know why. These are the function I don't want to talk about. But now we are looking at the main function. Oh wait. This is a main function loop. If it's game return. Oh okay, this is the loop. This is the main function here. The game is using the the game here is the const. You saw just now, right? The const. When you look up again just now, if you rewind the video, you saw a function, a const, a variable there, right? Is a something called const, and that const is basically like handling an object. So that means this is the main function. Loops is the main function with knowing is a called timestamp, which is collecting the timestamp below on the last game to record your high score. And then if you go below a bit more, yeah, this is the main function, guys. This is the end of the main function. We need to go up. Yeah, main function. So this main function, not bad. Oh sorry, I actually like copy down the whole thing because I also want to try again, see if I can solve it. Until I cannot solve it lah, but I was supposed to be very good at hosting. I love like hosting so much. No, I don't know what's wrong with hosting. Okay, by the way, this is the main function. It contains most of the function of the game and the how the game works. So this is the main function. But then here you got another ways. You can either you purposely break the main function, but in here there is no input. It's rather it is doing the web worker work or web thread work. That's the one that I mentioned about this one, right? So it's doing the main thread work. So the main function is doing the main thread work. Basically. If you want to see the visual way, right? How a thread will how does it calculate trend, things like you particularly look at the condition statement. Condition statement or there's a calculation or process they need to do to stimulate accurate data of part of the time. So that is one way. So for example, the first thread function is this one, not the thread, it's thread, thread. This main function is to check whether the game is running or over. So if you don't know what is this on JavaScript, this basically it acts as or or. So or basically why does this, right? It check if the game is running or the game is ending, or you actually you break the game function. So this one is one thread. Then in the return it will do return to the function call running. So there is function here. If it's true, true. If it's false, false. Then again, one more will be here. If statement. Then there's one more. Should be different. Okay. This one also considered a thread. Another thread. This thread is calculating the cloud length in the game. Okay, basically it's this one, the entire area here. This gray part here, the entire area. So it will generate like +1, +2, -1, and so on. Then the Dino v vertical y and vertical. Yeah, this is vertical y. This is gravity. So I assume multiply by dt. Wait, dt is what again? I forgot the word is. It's okay. I just read out a bit dt, right? This is dt, right? Okay. dt, I need to see what's the function of the dt. Because I did this a lot of times, so I cannot remember fully because I'm my brain hurts. I forgot it. This is dt. I need the function called dt. Dt is a function, right? Dt. Wait, I need to find dt. Oh, dt, found it. Oh, this is the timestamp. Okay. Timestamp. Okay, that's calculating timestamp. Basically, here, on what frame does the changes happen? It's like event lah. So in a typical JavaScript, right, you will learn this as the event. How does an event work? So event work is when you actually, as I mentioned just now about the thread, right? This one is more specific in a particular field, but in general field, an event is something when you do something, then something happen, or something happen on the application itself, then something will return to you back to do something. It's like hello world and so on. Not exactly hello world lah, but whatever. Okay, now I just need to look down. There's Dino X, which is the X position. The Y position is up down. So assuming this is doing. Okay, I don't want to explain so much of the function because if not, this video could be very long and y'all are not gonna hear it. Okay, don't mind about this. So now, let's say the second way you want to try to do it will be console log there. Oh yeah. Oh my days, I forgot you cannot do that. This is creating another function, the virtual function. What? Is it called console.dir? Oh, okay. There's no function. But just now we saw the function on the game, right? So let's say we put dir game. So all the games here are all objected, so that's how you can see. Okay. So how I approach this game, probably I was reading that source code, but sometimes the game may not give you the web challenges, they may not give you the source code. For example, if they use like PHP, Rust, Ruby Rails, and other programming language, probably that is more to the server side programming language than client side or object oriented side of programming language. I'm not saying that PHP isn't no, Ruby Rails or Rust or whatever server side programming language that I mentioned previously just now are not object oriented. They are object oriented. Let's see if this video is still recording. Okay, good. It's recording. I don't need to be so long, and I don't need to crashed out in midway. That's so annoying, bro. Okay. So this is the things you can do, can set, and what the prototypes. I don't want to talk about that more. That one is up to you to learn to understand. I'm here to elaborate on how I understand it. So how I did this game, right? Basically, I did the game no game score emulated equals to 9998. So we have a bit of time to react. Then game dot speed equals to 10. So you have to slow down the speed because we don't want it to be very fast. When it happens to be very fast, and that's how you will not be able to get the flag. Okay, so now we are in this in the position where you can start game. So I start the game lah. Wait, what happened here? Cannot read. Ah, okay, this is another reason for missing here, right? You cannot read the epoch keys. I'm sure. See? Because it's cryptographic, it's a signature, and most of the time insecure website like this, like you see here, is a challenge website, so you need to have the site to be how to say it allows you. So you have to go to Chrome flag. First of all, treat this guy as an origin thread. So you put the website in. Yeah, I need to copy the website. Then you need to enable this. So when you relaunch, it will let you do it. You will not really do it. It will let you use it. So just now we're using that function just now, right? Okay, don't forget. I don't want to keep on handling wrong things. Bismillah. So when you run, right, you get this guy. You can actually do one thing with this guy. This is base64. Just press submit, and you get a flag. But let's see, right? If you thought, right, this guy base64, if you realize like if you are super extra, you can go to base64 encoded, you decode it, you will get this. Your score, current score is 106, 10,006 with the signature is this guy. But this signature is actually your flag. Somehow it's your flag. It is your flag. But the thing about this is, if you're doing this manually, right, you have to go cyberchef. Oh my days. Why is cybersecurity rumbles? No, I'm not gonna do another CTF competition right now. Cyberchef. You can get the SSH key out. Decode and SSH. Wait. SSH to c'est quoi compliqué là? Wait. Since what? No, we are using the 256 character. Here 256. So we don't want this guy to be dead. We want to get the flag. If you want to do that way, or the more difficult way, I'll say you have to decode it yourself. But please do not decode it yourself. especially if it's a very weird like MD5 or net hash and some sort. If you're not technical, please, or you're not like very sure what you're doing, I recommend you not to do that method. I also not very sure what I'm doing here also. I'm trying to wait, you know what? No, not V64. I want to copy this guy. Design, I wanted to decode, but I don't know how to decode it. But actually, if you don't know how to do it, there's one more way here using magic. Magic will show you this is from hexadam, but we know that this is not hexadam. Can try from hex lah. It bring you here lah, but this is just a byte. But this one, wait, is this 85, right? This is the wrong index. And I know this is not. This is supposed to be SHA456, which you need to decode yourself, but I would really recommend to do that. It's not worth it. But now you got the flag, okay? So now we just have to go back here, plug in the flag. You officially got the flag correct. That's how you do it. But sorry about the start, I'll try to do the other way, but I would say do not try to do it the other way. If from time to time you might need to do it other way, you will have to do your own research. And that's how I solve this challenge. I hope you guys understand what I am going through, especially that I have been yapping a lot. So hopefully it's clearer or understandable for you guys to catch what I'm saying. I try to go things more simpler. But if you say you don't understand, right, I'll just go simple one quickly. So basically imagine like you are at a website. This is our whole website apps, right? So the whole web app here, there's a main function or the main how to say, the people who are responsible. Okay, the simple analogy is to think of it is a people who is responsible for to serve you, like at the front desk, like who can do soft skills, can talk to you, can understand you, can also recommend you things. Then let's say you want certain things to happen, then that guy will give you what the person want you to do. Okay, and then there is a function okay, then this person, right, the main person will go at the back actually to talk to the people who are very technical on certain things. Let's say one person handling server, another person handling the security, then another person is handling like I don't know like what they're handling. But what I'm saying here, right, a web app is that hamburger, okay? So the entire thing is a main thing. So what I'm trying to give another analogy, if you cannot remember the previous analogy, I'll say the person, like the stomach waitress kind, the another way, right, is a hamburger. I will just make a quick understanding for you guys lah, cause I don't want you guys to get confused. So let me take a burger. King, who cares? I just need an example, okay? I just need an example. Come on, I don't want to buy food from you guys. And I'm not hungry. Okay, whatever. Okay, take this example, okay? Example only. So this is the main function. The whole burger here is the main function. So you have the main things like function A, vectors. Oh my days, why am I clicking that? the delectors. Function B, okay, the function A, let's say is your braids, the top and the below. But function B is a patty. Then function C and D, E and F are your other things, like your tomatoes, like onions, your lettuces. So when it combines together, it becomes a fruit. Oh, fruit, a food. Sorry, a food. Okay, Food, food. So this food is becoming like your main interaction. So you can be romantic, you can be sassy, it can be anything you want. The same way as what I mentioned to you about this app here. So this app, imagine is a whole burger and it gives you this functionality. Sorry. And then I mentioned to you guys about the next to the interaction pane. Where's the website? Next to the interaction pane, this guy. So this interaction pane are like your background worker, background people who do the technicalities. So on the website, let's say you want, okay, let's say you go to your, this is for simple analogy. You are a student. You went to IT support, and then the IT support asks you what happened to your laptop. You describe like say that you have latency issue, your SLS, your SLS, your student portal not working. Like say like what is that, your internet, your Wi-Fi card. So the main guy will try to calculate, and then this person who serve you, right, will go at the back. Either they will make the task and give the person, another person, task A, to check what's happened to your laptop on the network side, the Wi-Fi side. Then the thread B will appear, and that thread B will be tasked another thing. So basically, your energy is simple lah. If you didn't catch what I'm saying here just now, it's basically the main guy will try to gather all the things, all the requests you are telling, the problem, the request you need, and then you go to thread the technical people at the back of the main person, try to solve it for you, like Wi-Fi card first, and then Wi-Fi card done, then you give, then resolve main thread, resolve already, then that Wi-Fi problem part already solve already, don't need to do anything. Then latency, then you go to then probably while thread A was doing the work, then it will create another thread to simplify the work, or to add another task to solve for your, how to say, to solve for your laptop latency, like how is it very laggy and something like that. Then after that is done, then go back to the main thread, then it will do until it's complete. But most of the time it doesn't work that way. The main thread here basically act as the listener lah. It listen to you, understand you very well, and uh you have to understand you what you need, what you want, and what you are looking for. Then this main thread here will push the work, right, to the temporary thread, which is thread worker A, or web worker A. So then web worker A will do the work, and then will bring you the result to main thread, and then your main thread will finalize it to give you the response, like to be professional to you back, then give you back the result, something like that. And I hope this energy is more clearer for you guys to understand and to get the idea. And yeah, That's are the things I will say and things that I understand. Um, if you guys do not understand, you guys can comment down below, and I can try to explain to you guys in more simpler way or more ways for you to understand the analogy. And it's okay, you all learn. And hopefully this video is helpful for you. And this is actually reflective. No, this is actually I was thinking, right, this either this one or this one, right? But actually now I realize something. It can probably be a stock one. Stock SSS. Start. Sorry, start. 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 Okay, see start. Yeah, I can't remember which one is it. But I would say, right, mainly it's usually your cross-site scripting because you're handling JavaScript and the functionality. So anything on the function here, you can interact. So I would say this is more likely to be cross-site scripting. You basically not only cross-site scripting, it's most likely like you are handling the what the the app. Okay, I just say the app. I don't to stress already. I'm stressed out. I'm stressed out already, Ron. I'm sorry. Yeah, happy learning, guys.